It's Gina from Crochet. Welcome to my How to Crochet series. Part 9, How to add a row with single crochet. Right, let's add a row. So first, just a reminder of what single crochet is. It's literally poke, pull, yarn over, pull through both. Poke, pull, yarn over, pull through both. Poke, pull, yarn over, pull through both. Now I'm just going to go as fast as I can to the end to show you what to do to add a row when you're doing single crochet. It's not all that different from the half double. It's just how many you chain. So I'm nearly there. So when I get to the end of this row, well, I'm at the end. What I should say as well, and I did forget, is make sure you put a stitch marker in your first stitch and in your last stitch. So that's my last stitch. Yes, you can count it if you don't want to put a stitch marker in. However, when you're doing a blanket or whatever and you want to do 150 stitches, it's going to be a real pain in the backside to count all your stitches. That's why I choose to put stitch markers in the first and the last. Anyway, to add a row, you're going to chain one, then you're going to turn your work. You're going to remove the stitch marker. I know you've just put it in there, but I don't want you to miss the first stitch. And then you're going to just carry on with a single into that stitch. And we're going to put the stitch marker back in here, like so. And then we're going to go to the other end and I'll show you one more time. I personally, although chunky is a bit different and I'm using chunky at the moment, but I personally wouldn't use single crochet to make a blanket. I would get very bored of the same stitch. A lot of people do use it to do moss stitch blankets, and I will show you later on how to do moss stitch. But for now, let's stick with the basics. We are only on part 9 after all. Right, so I'm nearly at the end of this row. And we know that the last stitch is this one here because our stitch marker is in it. Remembering that a stitch is the V. It's this part, it looks like a V. Okay, so then we're going to do our last stitch in that one. Remove the stitch marker, put it in the top here. After a few rows of doing this, you won't need to keep using these stitch markers, especially this one here, because you'll just get used to it. And then we're going to chain one and turn, and then our first stitch goes into where our stitch marker is, like that. Oops.